I opened an account last week with 14 ad sets, each one carefully targeted to a different interest. Fitness enthusiasts, small business owners, engaged shoppers. Someone had spent an entire day building it. And honestly, it looked like a real strategy. But it was quietly making the account worse because in 2026, the thing most people still call targeting is the exact habit which is strangling their delivery. Today, I want to show you how Meta actually finds buyers now, why your careful targeting might be holding you back, and a simple check you can run on your account in about 5 minutes. Quick context so you know I am not guessing. We audit more than 30 ad accounts every month across different verticals, from 5 lakh a month to over a crore in spend. And this habit of stacking interests shows up constantly, usually in the accounts that look the most strategic. By the end of this video, you'll understand 3 things. 1. What replaced interest targeting. 2. Why narrow targeting now hurts your performance. And 3. How to audit your own setup today. Let me be fair to the old playbook first. It was not stupid. Years ago, Meta genuinely needed your help. The machine was not smart enough to figure out who your buyer was on its own. So it gave the option of manual targeting. You picked interest, you stacked lookalikes, built these little audiences, and that hand-holding actually won you cheaper results. And a whole generation of media buyers built their identity on being good at this. Picking the clever interest nobody else thought of, that felt like the skill. So I understand why people cling to it. It used to be the job. Here is what changed, and it is bigger than one update. Meta's delivery system got dramatically better at reading intent directly from 2 things. 1 is your creative, the words, the visuals, the offer. 2, your pixel data. Who is visiting, adding to cart, and buying. So it no longer needs you to describe your buyer in advance. It figures out who responds by watching who is responding. And it does that across a massive pool of people. So when you hand it 14 narrow interest boxes, you are not adding precision. You are shrinking the pond it is allowed to fish in. And you are overriding a system that reads real behavior with your guess about behavior. That is the part people miss. Narrow targeting is not safe anymore. It is a ceiling. So here is the check you can run right now. It just takes 5 minutes. Open your account, look at your ad sets, and ask yourself 2 questions. 1. How many of your ad sets are defined by a detailed interest versus broad or an advantage audience? 2. And this is the real tell. Sort your ad sets by spend. Look at how the money is actually distributed. In almost every over-targeted account I see, the pattern is the same. A big pile of interest ad sets barely spending, and 1 or 2 doing almost all the work. That pattern is Meta telling you in the clearest way possible that your careful segmentation is not where the results are. It found the buyers despite your boxes, not because of them. So if interests are not the lever anymore, what is? 2 things, and neither is targeting in the old sense. First, your creative is now your targeting. The angle, the hook, the person you speak to in the ad. And that is how you tell Meta who this is for. A pilot training ad that opens up with "after your CPL" will pull the right person far better than any interest checkbox, because the words themselves screen the audience. Second, your pixel and your events. Clean conversion data is what lets the system learn who is valuable. Feed it the real purchase signals, keep the creators varied and pointed, go broad enough that it has room to work. That combination beats a day of hand-picking interest almost every single time. Now, the technical part. How broad is too broad for your specific account? When does a bit of targeting still help? How do you make the move without torching your learning phase and panicking in the week 1? This is the actual build, and it depends on your spend and your data. You need to go look at how your ad spend is distributed across those ad sets and be honest about what it is telling you. So the homework is sort your ad sets by spend, count how many are dead, Notice which one or two are quietly carrying the account. If that pattern is staring back at you, that is not bad news. It is the cheapest structural fix there is. If you want me to look at your account properly, there is a paid audit link below. And if this changed how you think about targeting, subscribe. I do one of these from a real account every week.